Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Ruthie McKesson. I am currently in beautiful Mexico. My birthday is approaching, so I'm just here celebrating on vacation with my wonderful friends. I'm about to be 52, y'all. Oh my God. So, I'm often asked, like, how did you make it through like hardships and, the questionable choices that I've made in life? So I thought, get ready to turn 52. Maybe it's a great opportunity for me to share my story. My story, y'all, is okay. It's about how I made it through drug addiction as a single mom. So here we are. Y'all ready for this? Let's go. So let me just say, at 13, I started smoking weed. I picked up hanging out with my friends and my family, doing what everybody else was doing. And from 13 to 17, it was all fun and games until I looked up and, all my friends in high school, they were making plans for college and I had no clue what I was gonna do. So I joined the military. So at 18, I'm signed up, I'm headed off to base and I'm out on the base by myself, friends and family, nobody around. And I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I was scared, I was insecure, I had nobody that was like me. So I just went searching and I found people like me. So I fit in where I got in, and in the military, there is no drug use. So what do? You drink. So alcohol is a thing that I really, really enjoyed. It was a party that I absolutely, y'all, I cannot remember. I cannot remember half of this stuff. But what I do remember is waking up next to men that I didn't know their names. I remember throw up all over the place, all over me. Did I really throw away my life like this? Like, did I give up a military career, for drugs and alcohol? Yes, I did. Questionable choices, and those were the choices. I just wanted to fit in. I wanted to be accepted. I wanted to be loved. My little girl inside, she was insecure. She was scared. She, like I said, she just wanted acceptance, attention. She wanted to be loved. And so I took her everywhere and she just wanted to grow up in a healthy environment and I could not give her that. So by the time I was 21, I went back to my hometown. I was on leave. And I was like, well, I can smoke weed while I'm home. So while I was home, I was trying to smoke weed, but my family was gravitated to smoking harder drugs. So I started smoking crack on leave with my family. And for 2 weeks, that's what I did. I just smoked crack the whole time. And I was a mess. I mean, all my money in a matter of 2 weeks, all my money was gone. I was like, how the hell are we gonna get some more? 2 weeks where I should have been spending time with my mom and doing stuff with her, but no, I'm like, let's smoke crack, let's smoke crack. And that's what I did. And that's what I did for the whole 2 weeks. But I had to go back to the military and I have this full-fledged drug addiction. What do? I can't smoke crack, so I go back to the alcohol and I'm drinking. But what I did find out is when I started drinking again on that base, the desire to get drugs got so freaking strong that I did it anyway. By the time I was 23, I was no longer allowed in the military. I lost my career. They couldn't even find me so that I could sign out my paperwork to end my enlistment into the military. But guess what? At 23, I found out I'm pregnant. I had married a guy who was just like me. He had a drug addiction. It's not about him. We're not even going to talk about him. But all I know is I'm pregnant. I'm married to this guy, and I'm pregnant. And I'm like, I can't do this to a baby. So I had to stop using drugs long enough to have the baby. I nursed her, and he took off. He came back, and we got pregnant, and I had another baby, and he took off this time for good. And here I am, single mom, 2 kids, drug addiction, no clue how I'm gonna take care of this drug addiction and these babies. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Thank God for my mom. Thank God she was there, and at the end of my addiction, she was like, I don't know what you're gonna do with the rest of your life, but I'm getting ready to call Child Protective Services, and you got to go. So here I am, 31, mother, totally frustrated, because, you know, I'm in her home, and I'm in and out of rehabs. I'm leaving the kids home alone. Be gone for days. And she had lived her life. She's not trying to raise my 2 kids, and she was just done. And so here it was. She was like, okay, pick your kids up from school, say goodbye, you gotta go. So I drove to go pick up the kids. And as we were traveling back home, I saw a friend that I had met in one of the NA meetings that I went to, and I was like, help me, my mom's putting me out. So June 2001, this wonderful woman, she took me to an NA meeting, and it was in that week that I changed my life, that I made the serious decision to change my life. Like, my kids did not deserve to be put into a system. And because of my children, because I did deep down love my children, I made the decision to turn my life over, and I started to go into NA meetings, and I got serious about my life. My children were my higher power. And I say were because as I journeyed through recovery over the years, I learned that different things, or myself, or different reasons, and it could be the universe, it could be because I want to travel, different things became my higher power, became the reason that I wanted to continue to live, the reason that I wanted to stay on this side of life rather than the life that I lived up until I was almost 31. So how I got here today is because I saw women, I saw men that were living their lives better, that were making healthier choices. And I put my insecurities and fear to the side, and I asked, how did you do that? How did you get here? I took recovery serious. When I would go to the meetings and I would sit there and listen to people's stories, and I would be so moved, like it was like heart to heart conversations, like they were talking directly to me. And after the meetings, I would go up to them and be like, I get it, but I don't know how to get through it. I'm going through this. And I would share, and they would share, and they would tell me, this is the choice that you would have to make. If they had told me to stand in the corner with one finger up my nose and the other in my ear, and that's what I had to do to become a better person, that's what the heck I would have done. I took the suggestions. They told me to get with another woman that is living her life the way that I want to live my life, and get in her pocket and do what she's doing. And the wonderful thing about recovery is you could take this show on the road, y'all. And that's what I'm doing today. And this is where I am today. I took it on the road. It was suggested okay, Ruthie, you had your military time, you went to school, and you went to a technical school in my addiction. And I got good grades, by the way. in my addiction, I went to a technical school and I was able to use that certificate to get the job that I have today. And on the job, I met some wonderful people and I would talk to them. You know, I wouldn't really get gut level honest quite yet until I felt comfortable. But once I got comfortable with these people, I would talk to them and they would share with me. And it was about save some money, make sure you prioritize, you know, your health. You know, I started going to the doctors, going and get physicals. And so I started to love life and love people, and I was accepted. You know, I eventually got a therapist that helped me deal with the childhood traumas, to deal with some of the military things that happened there, you know, and I'll share about that in other stories. But I just wanted to tell you guys today, like, I'm about to turn 52 and I am not who I used to be. Like, who I used to be was a sad, scared, insecure little girl that just wanted to be loved, to get attention, that she would do anything and anything to get that, even if it was very, very unhealthy for her. And today I don't make those choices. Today it's about, I'm working out, you know, I'm traveling, I'm saving money, I'm with beautiful, beautiful people all around me that I can truly be myself with. And my life is amazing, but it was not always like this. And I'm telling you, I am a complete and total nut, and I have people around me that accept me for who I am, the way that I am, and I accept them the same way, because I remember what that little girl inside felt like, not being accepted, you know, and I accept people just as they are without judgment. And I don't know, this is, you know, like my first video, so I just want to say thank you for chiming in. You know, as we journey on, I mean, the stories might get a little bit more raw and a little bit more uncut, but this is just like my intro, just to say, hey, I hope y'all will tune in again, because I'll be talking about fitness. And you know, this is who I am and this is how I talk. I'll be talking about fitness. I'll be talking about health. I'll be sharing some more stories, maybe a little bit more in depth. You know, how I save so that I can be able to travel. You know, I will share, you know, some of my fears and some of my insecurities and my healing journey. And one thing about healing is a never-ending process. One process that I will never end. One that I enjoy being on, the highs and the lows. I love my life today. I am living the dream, my dream. You know, I'm just gonna close it there, because I could go on and on about this journey, but I wanna get outside and play. I wanna be out in the blue water. I just wanna enjoy my life. I'm almost 52. This is it. Thank you for tuning in and listening to my story today. My name is Ruthie McKesson. Please like and subscribe and comment below. I would love to hear from you. I want to hear your stories, and please let me know what more would you like to hear from me. I love to have a conversation with you. Until then, have an amazing day. Be blessed.